All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Tragic Life here with Final Fantasy VI. So last time we did a lot. We're still looking for the Flying Woman, or Terra. I think it's Terra. We created a party. We went across the country, did a lot of shopping. We didn't do a lot of fighting, just kind of trying to find out where she went. We learned about a little bit about Locke's past, his girlfriend who's in a coma, Sleeping Beauty style. I don't know if she's in a coma or she died. It sounded like she died, but I'm not 100% sure if he's trying to bring her back to life or if she's in a coma that's basically death, like the Sleeping Beauty style. I don't really know, but Locke is on the hunt for something. But we ended up in a city called Zozo, which seems to be a very popular place in this world, apparently. Someone is happy that I'm using Gal, because apparently Gal's not used a lot. I plan on using him for a while. So it's saying everyone should have a green beret. They do. Edgar should have a mithril vest. We're not using Scion. Locke should have ninja gear. Sabin should have ninja gear. And Gal. So we're not using Celeste, so no. So we're good. So we'll be using so everyone should be in the back row. So we're gonna, moving forward, we're not gonna be using a lot of offensive moves for Gal. He's gonna be doing mostly defensive, and it's gonna Trillium. I think I got Trillium. Let me double check, make sure I have that. It doesn't look like I do. Okay, so I have to be careful. I thought I got Trillium. Trillium was hard to find. Okay, well. So Gao is really important for this area, actually, because apparently it's going to jump up in difficulty. Okay. So 3 of the 4 random encounters are dangerous. Hill Gigas are dangerous. We'll see those in a second. Do I have a move? Oh, I do. I think I have Moo. I do! So we'll use Moo. Veil Dancer is going to be fun. And a Harvester can do throw. Goblin Gooks. Okay, so this is going to become just a difficult area. It sounds like so. It's telling me a lot about that stuff. There's some good stuff to steal from them as well, so we'll be paying attention to that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and solve. Oh, that's why it's been warning me. Because we can do it now. Okay, so always noise blast because it turns them around. Okay, so they'll hit themselves, which is awesome. How did you do that? Okay, so we still eye drops. Oh, I didn't do... Oh, my lord, I'm not doing very well. What do you got? Dragon boots, that's good. And that's why you want to use Moo, because that prevents them from using their final attack. I'm not really sure what Invisible does. Give me a second to figure this out. Be right back. Well, not right back. We'll go ahead and talk about it right now. It calls it the Dreaded Invisible. Oh, under Invisibility, only threats are lone Veil Dancers and Hill Gigas. Finish move. Okay, so not really sure what the point of that is, but okay, this is getting weird. I feel like... Alright, so we fought a Gobbledygook. That is an awesome name for a bad guy, and I think we got Harvesters, right? Be right. Let me collect my thoughts because I'm a little off here and I don't like it. Alright, so let me go ahead and do what I do know. So I looked up the invisible status. I'm not 100% sure why it's a problem. It actually sounds like a good thing, so there's something I'm missing. So let's see. We did get Dragon Boots. Change the attack. Command jump. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So, still trying to kind of understand. Vanish as an effect. Status target making all physical attacks miss. I don't understand really why it's a negative, and apparently it does wear off. I'm a little confused by it, but we'll go ahead and play it and figure it out as we move forward. Maybe it'll kind of explain it to me. We are going to be doing a puzzle here in this town. What do you say? Zozo, never heard of it. Okay. Alright, who are we fighting now? Okay, so this guy could be a little bit dangerous. We're going to steal from him. No, that works. I don't know if I stole from him because, yeah. So, Moo is really good against the Earth Gigas because they do a very dangerous Earthquake move at the end. Wait, what is that? Was that an Earth? What are they? Dang it. Earth Gigas, I think. Okay. So that's 3 of the 4 bad guys in this area, but yeah, so that really helps. What do you got? Great. People here, you can trust everything they say. Alright, that was another heal Gigas. There is a puzzle here. I'm not quite understanding it. This place is dangerous. Be careful and don't do anything stupid like trying to jump between the buildings. I don't really understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Second hand on my watch is pointing at 30. So that will give you a bunch of clues. to this puzzle. I'm not exactly sure where we solved this puzzle. So it's in the clock itself is in the building marked at the end. You can either solve it yourself. There are 2 different times that meet the above criteria, but only one is correct. Entering it will open a passage to the chainsaw, a great ability for Edgar that's much stronger than the drill, but has 25% chance of going for an ID attack. I don't know what an ID attack is, which can be good or bad depending on if the enemy is immune. Okay, so harvest or single enemy harvester. Still didn't steal from him. I am so lost on so many things here, and I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so that was another one, and it stole money from me, which I'm not cool about, but whatever. I don't want to open any treasures until I know what I'm doing. Give me a second. I'm so lost on this. Give me a second. Okay, so what I'm reading, just kind of vibe with me here. You're gonna talk. You're supposed to talk to a bunch of people in this town, and they give you clues. That clock doesn't have a minute hand. Of course, it never points to the right time anyway. This clue refers to the nearest clock, not the treasure clock. So, examine the correct clock will indicate that the hand is at 2. Okay. The second hand on my watch is pointing at 30. The seconds, they're divisible by 20. My watch second hand is pointing at the 4. Time, you say it's 4 o'clock. Don't listen to the others. Trust me, it's 8 o'clock. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I better be getting home. It's already 12 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. Okay? All of these people are liars. Every single person that you talk to in this town seems to lie. And based on their lies, you should be able to determine the correct time, which is a pain in the butt. I'm not really quite understanding how to do it, so I'm just going to enter the correct time as soon as we find the correct clock. I don't know how else to explain it. Honestly, it sounds like a pain in the butt, but I get it. So we're going to go ahead and move like we're supposed to. And when I get to that puzzle, hopefully I'll solve it. I'm sorry that this is confusing. All right, so treasure should be in either. I hate puzzles like this, and I wish there was like a better explanation in the guide. But yeah, sorry guys. We still haven't fought one of the 4 bad guys. And I haven't been able to steal from the Earth Gigas yet. Ah. Okay, so apparently this is the one that's very dangerous to the invisible. And in general. Oh, what the heck just happened? I need you to live. Okay, you suck. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. That was bad. That was really bad. Ooh. Wiped up me. Just took my character out. Also cured my invisible, so that's cool, I guess. That was a Veil Dancer. So far, that's my least favorite bad guy. Veil Dancer. Yeah, it's my least favorite by a long shot. Okay, let's keep going. Had to say I hadn't spotted him yet, right? What are you doing? Second hand on my watch is pointing at 30. Okay, so they're all lying. None of this is true, which, you know, I'm not really sure how that solves the puzzle, but whatever. So... Okay, so I really do not like the Veil Dancers. They are my least favorite. It almost seems like every time you fight one of them, they're going to kill somebody. They use second tier magic. We are not prepared for that. I'm going to have to think about this because this is becoming a very dangerous area. And the guy did warn me that this was going to be a bad area. Alright, so we want to go to the armor shop. Where is that? Okay, so before moving forward, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what you can steal from each one. So the Veil Dancer, you can steal the Thieves' Knife, but I think that's what I'm rocking. Man, we're just getting beat up here. This is a bad area. Does anyone have magic? Okay, so this is going to be an issue because we are going to run out of potions. I'm gonna have to buy more. I got money, but whew, boy. So anyway, you can steal the Thief's Knife from the Veil Dancer. We've already stolen the Dragoon Boot, and then from the Hill Gigas, you can steal a Giga's Glove. And even better, it has nothing in common slot, so just keep trying until you snatch it up. So you can only steal the Giga's Glove. The Harvester, you can also steal a Silver Spectacle, which you can sell. So I've stolen a couple of those. That's... Okay, so this is the clock. And the time that you're going to put in is 6, 10, 50. Okay, that's the time. So they've been lying about it, but all right. So what you get is a chainsaw, which is not what you think it is. It's actually a new move for Sabin? How do I give it to him? How do I use it? No, I don't want a custom, I want items. I feel like this is going to be a terrible video, and I'm sorry, guys. Could it be... Wait. Is it a new one for you, maybe? You don't have magic. Where's your other abilities, bro? Your tools, whatever. I'm not. Okay, so I'm still looking for what I'm looking for. This place sucks. All right, that was the Heals Giga, and I stole the, yeah, I stole it. I stole the Giga's Glove. I don't know where the armor shop is. Is that the armor shop? All right, I was a Harvester and 2 Goblet of the Gooks. That thing does steal a lot of money. I just realized where we gotta go. Sorry. I'm gonna finish. All right, that's the first time we fought a Veiled Dancer that it didn't attack first. It also is the only one I've seen so far that seems to just completely dodge the Noise Blaster, which does the confuse. Okay. So whatever. I think this is the armor shop. No, that's a Pokemon shop. Okay, so we learned Rising Phoenix. That was a Veil Dancer and 2 Gobbledygooks. It just dodges when it wants to. Oh my god. Give me a second. I'm so lost and I'm annoyed. Alright. Okay, so I figured out. So you gotta go behind the building. That's terrible. So in here, there is a single potion. Yay. Almost feels like a waste of time at this point, but it is what it is. Let's keep going. I'm going to try to beat this area before we leave, even if it's a longer video than normal. I'm going to show you the Rising Phoenix, which is a new move by Sabin. It's pretty good. Can I steal from you, please? Let me steal. Oh, Lord, that's probably going to wipe. Yep, never mind. I still hate the bell dancer. Still hate the bell dancers. This place is terrible. Alright, so let's go down. Okay, so behind this building, okay? That was a Hills Gigas. I actually don't know how many cuts I have. I'm up around 10 at least. So I think we're going here now. Yeah, Relic Shop. Okay, so apparently this is where things kind of get fun. Go back outside. Through the doorway. Alright, let's see. Another veil dancer, gotta love him. Took out Gal, so I couldn't even disappear her. Hey, no cutting, get in line. Oh. Alright, that was a single harvester. Another veil dancer. I think I know what I'm supposed to do here now. I don't. This is confusing. It's not giving me a great direction. So I think we got to do this. What? Okay. So if you need to go downstairs for some reason, you'd use that crane. Alright, there's two gobbledygooks and a harvester again. Alright, so do I need to go upstairs or do I need to go inside? We want to go all the way up. And we'll get a Brigand's Glove. So a Brigand's Glove, I think we've talked about this earlier, locks steel into mug, which means you can attack while stealing, but since you kind of want them to stay alive, it's not really worth it in this game. So we're going to go back downstairs to the door that we skipped. Okay, that's cool, I guess. This is kind of cool, I'll give it that. I got lucky there. That was a Hills Gigas, and I forgot that I want to do Moo against it. And I was able to cast Break on it, and it worked. So, all right. Okay. This place is a little confusing, so give me a second. In this room, immediately to the left, ignore it, head north instead. Second passage left, take it until you climb the staircase at the top. Examine the pots. Okay, looks like you get most of your gold back when you kill them, but that was a harvester. Yeah, so we got an either and a high potion, which we needed both. Oh boy, do we need the high potions. Ugh. So we have a boss fight coming. Exit to the south and climb the stairs. What do you got? See, if you hadn't solved the puzzle, then you would have to constantly run around and get all the clues, it's not worth it. Okay. Yay. Yay. Okay. And a door above where you jump. This room is simply a long stairwell. That was another veil dancer. Alright, that was another veil dancer, and it took out Edgar. If it does a single attack, like a single magic attack, it will take your character. It does like 400 damage. Okay, so we're almost done here. Outside, follow the stairs up until you reach a door. You got a burning fist, which is a good thing, especially if you have Sabin, which we do. It is Sabin's strongest weapon for a while. Alright, there's another heal, Gigas. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna go. What brings you up here on this fine day? Do you need to get through here? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be in the way. I'm not very strong in a fight, and I hate for there to be any trouble, so why don't I just let you pass? So just like everyone else, he's a liar. So we're just gonna call this City of Liars. I think that's a perfect name. So he relies mostly on attack and sweep kick. He'll also occasionally use Shockwave, which is not very strong, but it will remove invisible if you have it. After you knock him down, so he has, how much life does he have? He has 3,200 and 3,270. Okay, so after you knock down 19, 20, around that much, he'll give himself Protect, and then he'll start taking. He'll take 3 potions or high potions. After 30 seconds of battle, he'll bring 2 Iron Fist cronies to his side. Which isn't really that much of a thing. His real threat is, after using certain set, if you hit him with a magic command, spell casts through other means like rage are not counted. So you can hit him with magic through rage. Keep that in mind. He'll throw a dagger, which will probably kill the target he's throwing it at, unless they're invisible. Then he'll jump in the air and will come down for moderate damage. 4 uses of the attack command, meanwhile, will result in swallowing 2 dagger throws. So, your main objective is not to let him throw knives. So, don't. Now, unless you're all invisible. If you're all invisible, then you can go ahead and do that. So you can set Imp if you have Celeste, which will nullify this threat and make you completely invincible if you're invisible. But any attacks that do connect are going to be out of critical, so just be careful of that. Stop status works, so Acrophies or Alacran. That's good to keep in mind. As does Sleep. Stop is better than sleep because sleep will wake him up when he gets hit. You can also use Rock Wasp. I don't think I have that. Finally, even ignoring all of the above cheese, you can simply refrain from attacking with attack and magic, which are frankly underpowered right now anyway. Locke should still. He has a Thief's Bracer, which is ideal but hard to get. Unless you're using an emulator, which we're not. You can get a Jeweler's Ring, which isn't terrible. Either way, Locke should steal and then heal. Edgar should use Drill. Sabin should stick with Aura Cannon or Meteor Strike. If you're using Scion, Fang, or Flurry as well. And then with Gao, you should use Acrophies or Alacran. Okay? If you have Trillium, that's awesome, but you don't. If you use Celeste, it should just heal unless you set Imp. Okay? So let's go ahead and beat this boss. I'm not looking forward to this fight, so let's see. So Steel. So we're not going to attack. Or we're not going to use the attack button, or we're going to use Alacran or magic. Edgar is just healing. Oh no, he's using Drill. Okay, I don't know if I stole or not. All right, we got the Thief's Bracer. That's actually awesome. Okay, so you're going to defend. You're going to use Drill. So I think we're kind of on a point where we can get it. That looks very painful. Defend. And we're going to do this until he dies. Did we already beat him? Well, that works too. Okay, so you can also, so he has 2 random drops at the end. You can get a Twisted Headband or a much rarer Thief's Knife, which is really good. But you should probably have a couple of those from stealing from the Veil Dancer. So if he casts the Iron Fist, they will die when he does, so go ahead and focus on him. And if this is the first time fighting the Iron Fist, they will not, and let me repeat this, they will not show up in the belt. You actually got to find them somewhere else, okay? Okay. 16th floor, we are really high up. Hermes Sandals. I got a lot of editing to do in this video, guys. I'm sorry. And an X Potion, which is always good. X Potion. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. All right. We're gonna get some scenes here, so. Hey. So I think I'm going to stop here so that we don't get any of the cutscenes at the moment. We're going to go do those when we come back. So I'll be back in a moment. Adios amigos. This is going to be a lot of edits, like at least 18 to 20. Okay, so until next time.